Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Ibnu Sinan Surajan from class 9139, name or student ID number 19241219. Today, I will be showing my opinion about smoking in campus area. According to the World Health Organization, smoking kills more than 80 million people annually worldwide. More alarmingly, over 1 million of these deaths are due to exposure to secondhand smoke. This demonstrates that smoking habits endanger not only the smoker themselves but also those that around them. Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate and several compiling reasons why smoking on campus must be stopped. Okay, first, smoking endanger health not only for active smoker but also for passive smoker nearby. Cigarette smoke contains more than 700 harmful chemicals that can cause various serious and diseases such as lung cancer, heart disease, and respiratory problems. Second, a university is an educational institution that should set an example in creating a healthy and comfortable environment. When people smoke carelessly and pollutes and the air and disturb and comfort of other engaging in campus activities. Imagine students tiring to learn in classroom while inhaling cigarette and smokes and talking through windows on professor and being disturbed by smoke of thing from the outside during that lecture. Third, smoking on campus is a poor example for other students and might encourage them to start smoking as well. As educated individual, we must be able to set good example for society. Research has shown that social improvement significantly influences one's smoking behavior. 4. Smoking on campus also increases cleanliness in its cigarette, but currently discard little the improvement and cause fast not properly exhausted. Additionally, the lingering smell of cigarettes and campus areas is very disturbing and difficult to eliminate. To address these issues, I propose several and concrete solutions. 1. Stricter enforcement of smoking regulation, including regular patrol by campus security. 2. Implementation of sanction for filter ranging for warning and to administrative penalties. Establishment of designated of smoking areas far from teaching and learning activities, equipped with safe e-cigarette but disable facilities. 4. Continuous awareness campaign about the danger of smoking through posters, seminars, and student activities. Provision on counseling and support for students who wish to quit smoking. 6. Collaboration with campus health centers to provide education about the danger of smoking. Those are my thoughts in regarding to smoke is and on campus. I hope we can all work together to create a healthy and comfortable campus environment for the entire academic community. Remember that health is our most valuable asset, and we are deserve a learning environment free from cigarette smoke. Let's start with ourselves by not smoking in campus areas. That concludes in campus areas. Okay, that go my presentation. I apologize for any mistake and my delivery. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Ibnu Surajat from class 2139. Name or student ID number 1920 for 1219. Have you ever heard about simple present tense? Do you know what it of meant? If so, let's learn together. Okay, next. In this presentation, I will discuss six main topics. First, we'll understand the definition of simple present tense. Second, we'll learn about function and use. And third, we'll explore the sentence structure. And fourth, we'll study time signal. And finally, we'll discuss rules of usage and communication. Okay, next slide. Okay, let's begin by understanding what the tense is. Tense is a form verb in English that indicates when an action occurs. Simple present tense is one of the most fundamental tense in English. We use it every day in conversation, writing, and both formal and informal. Without a good understanding of simple present tense, we'll find challenge to communicate in effective in English. Okay, next slide. Simple present tense has four main use. First, current activities such as life in Jakarta. Second, insert general truths. General truth, for example, the sunrise in the east. Third, habit or routines. Habit or routines like I study every day. And fourth, timeless facts. Timeless facts such as melt and when heated. All these example demonstrate that simple present tense is essential everyday English usage. Okay, next, function and use. Let's discuss the first function of simple present tense. Starting general truths, these are facts that are always true and unchanging. For example, the sun rises in the east. Water boils at degree Celsius. The earth revolves around the sun. Lions eat the meat. Next, function and use to. Function and use to. These are activities that we do regularly. Consider that example. Okay, one. I wake up at 6 a.m. She goes to work by bus. They play football every Sunday. We have dinner at 7 p.m. All these activities are performed regularly or repeatedly. Okay, next slide. Function and use tree. This third function is studying scientific facts. They is similar to general truths but more specific to scientific field. For example, magnet attack iron, plants need water to grow, the heart pumps blood, metal conduct electricity. The scientific facts are always true and can be proven scientifically. Okay, next slide. Function and use for. Explaining factors, schedule our routine. This is often used for transportation, event, schedule activities. For example, the train leaves at 7 a.m., the library opens at 9 a.m., classes start at 7 a.m., the mall closes at 10 p.m. Notice that all of these are fixed and regular schedule, not one-time occurrence. Okay, next. Now we move on important section. The positive section is 13 simple sentence that are two main pattern. For subject, I, you, we, they directly use the base form of the verb example. I work, I work, you study, we play, they sing. And for subject, he, she, it, and as to is the verb. For example, he works, studies, it plays. These are the basic rules that must always be remembered when making positive sentence. Okay, next slide. Sentence structure 2. For negative sentence, the structure is slightly different. Subject I, you, we, they use do not or don't. Example, I don't work on Sunday. You don't like coffee. We don't study French. And for subject, he, she, it use, does not or doesn't. He doesn't work here. She doesn't like a tea. It shouldn't rain much. Not the after don't or doesn't. We use the base from the verb. Okay, next slide. Sentence structure 3. To form question sentence, we use the following structure. And for subject, I, you, we, they, do plus subject and plus verb. Example, do you work here? Do they study English? For subject, he, she, it, does, subject and verb. Does he likes coffee? Does she live here? And okay, next slide. Use of do or does. Do and does are actually verbs that are very important. Do is used for I, you, we, they. Example. And do you speak English? Do they live here? Does is used for he, she, it. Example. Do she work here? Doesn't it work? The auxiliary verb are essential for forming and question negative syntax. Okay, next slide. Time signals. The first type of time signal is frequency adverb. That's around how often an activity occurs. Always indicating complete frequency, usually and recorded occurrence, often indicating frequent occurrence, sometimes indicating occasional occurrence, rarely indicating infrequent occurrence, and rarely indicating infrequent occurrence, and never indicating zero occurrence. Okay, next slide. Time signal 2. The second type of time signal is specific time expression. Example, every day, every week, every month, every year, once a week, twice a month. These expressions indicate more specific and regular. Okay, time signal 3. Let's see how time signal are used in sentence. Example, I always drink coffee in the morning. She usually arrives at 8 a.m. They sometimes visit their grandmother. He never eats fast food. Notice that frequent and adverb are applied before the main verb, but after the verb be am or is or are. Okay, next slide. Time signal form. The position of time signal is simple and very important. Frequency and verb are placed before the main verb. He always comes late. After the verb, be she usually busy. Specific time expression can be placed at the beginning of the sentence. Every morning I study English. At the end of the sentence, I study English every morning. The flexibility allows to us create or variety sentence. Okay, next slide. Yes, rules of usage one. Subject verb agreement is an important rule. Singular subject he, she, it, and verb she is. He worked hard, she studied English, it cost a lot. Plural subject based from a verb. They work, we study English. They student play football. Okay, next. Rules of usage 2. Adding in generally just add as or example. Work, works. Plays. For ending S, SH, dan X. Example, fix and fixes. Go, goes, passes. Okay, next slide. Rules of usage 3. Expression. Verb ending in yeah. If Y is preceded by a consonant, Y is example study, studies, tries. If Y is preceded by a vowel, keep. Yes, plus example plays, play, say, says, have, has, especially for she, it. I have a car, he has a car. Okay, next slide. Rules of usage for important tips for using simple present tense. Always observe the sentence subject to determine the verb form. Use a preemptive time signal according to context. Pay attention to special expression. Ensure agreement between subject and verb. Following these tips will help you use simple present tense better and more accurately. Okay, next slide. Yes, how to use it in communication. Simple present tense is used in various communication contexts. Example, daily conversation. How often do you exercise? My friend usually goes to the gym on the weekends. Academic context. Example, the earth revolves around the sun. Photosynthesis is process by which plants grow and grows. Report on presentation. Example, the sales team meets every Monday morning. This example demonstrate how distance is essential in different communication settings. Okay, next slide. And example you said one. Let's look at concrete example of positive and negative sentence. Positive sentence. I play guitar every evening. This show a regular activity. Negative and negative sentence. I don't like coffee. This express personal preference clearly. And use example 2. Here we focus on question and type signal usage. Question: do you have a pet? This show how we gather information. And type signal usage. I always arrive as well on time. This demonstrates frequency action. Okay, next slide. And the last summary, the key points about simple percentage, definition or and function, used for general truths, expressed on habits and routines, state specific fact, describe daily routines, sentence structure positive, negative, and question form, power use of the time signal, important roles, subject, verb agreement, and verb change, special expression. Well, everyone, I finally reached of the end of for the presentation about simple percentage. Time file doesn't it? We've we've covered so much today from definition and function to user and pattern. I hope my explanation has helped you and understand simple percentage in easier and more enjoyable way. The key takeaway is that simple percentage isn't scary as we might think. It just needs a bit understanding and practice once we get the basic. It becomes easy to use. Remember, oh, remember my friends, practice makers of the perfect. Don't be afraid of the making mistake, because it's from this mistake that we learn to grow. Keep practicing in your English and don't forget to use simple present tense and your daily conversation. Finally, I Ibnu Siraj Surajat. What do you think? What do you thank you all for your attention? If you have my any question for I still confident and about anything, don't hesitate and to ask me. See you in the next presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.